back to React University. I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
And today, the time has finally come. It is time to watch Attack on Titan.
We are watching Season 4, Episode 1, The Other Side of the Sea.
I'm ready for it.
Yes.
You
Me
ready?
too. I'm ready. I don't think we can wait anymore.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
So I wonder, are they going to like show more that's happened?
Have they seen birds
overseas?
before?
Oh. Was there birds?
This is no place to be right now.
They have
Falco!
an LDN thing on the
Good. I'm glad you're able to talk to us. I'll carry you back. Try to hold on. Falco!
pull the guy in too!
Yeah.
Dude.
Report. What happened, Colt?
It's hopeless. We can't dig any further.
Oh? And who decided that? Are you trying to give me orders now, Alien?
Subordinate, mutt! You watch your tongue with Commander McGaff!
But sir, if things keep going like this...
Falco, you look like you're drunk. Guess he must have hit his head pretty good.
Get it? Wasn't I just flying around with a couple of swords in my hands? Like that. And there were Titans.
Just do your best to keep up, Falco.
So these are all young
This
kids.
war's dragged on for 4 years now. But with this battle, we can end it. All we have to do is capture Fort Slava. Well, to be exact, we have to destroy the Mideast Allied Forces fleet in the harbor beneath it. So why can't the Marleyan fleet just attack them from the sea?
Come on, Sophia. Do you really think we can count on that Navy to do a thing? It took them 4 whole years to establish any vestige of control over the seas. And this shouldn't really be a surprise, but they lost half their damn battleships in the process.
It's not like 4 warrior candidates can make a real difference.
First of all, you can speak for yourself. Second, they want to judge us.
For
They're
a
choosing
warrior.
their next warrior.
Mm-hmm. So this is how they choose
The time
warriors.
is almost here. The person he chooses will be at the center of the plan to conquer Paradis, the successor to the
Paradis.
Armored Titan.
The success.
On the other side of the sea. The other side of the sea.
What is happening?
So, it's like I keep telling you. The difference between me and the 3 of you is that I'm prepared to
She gonna
shoulder
die.
the fate of us Eldians and purge that island of devils who only made us suffer. I'll slaughter every one of them.
See, they've been sold a bill of goods.
Looks cool, right?
It won't work, Commander McGaff. If we try to take out the railway tracks with nothing but infantry, we'll get mowed down by machine gun fire before we can do a thing. That trench is fully manned. It's an airtight defense.
It sounds like you have an idea. Go on.
Let's use them. We need to unleash Jaws and Cart now.
Those are those
Galliard
Titans.
and Peak should be able to do it. They can wipe out the enemies in the trench and the pillbox in the blink of an eye.
Won't work. 2 big guns in the front and 2 more in the back. They're the Allied Forces' newest weapons.
They call them Allied
Anti-Titan
Forces.
cannons. They
Allied
fire
Forces.
150mm armor-piercing shells, capable of bringing down a Titan with a single shot. Even one of the 9.
We'd lose a warrior, and the power of yet another Titan. Plus, there's no guarantee that we'd be able to reclaim that power.
That's right. We'd be repeating the mistake we made when we tried to take the founding Titan 9 years ago. We're 2 Titans down. We need to protect the ones we have left. Line up the Eldians. Have them prepare for a charge.
Yes, sir.
Please reconsider. If they charge...
What's the matter, Alien? Are you not loyal soldiers who have sworn to fight and die for Marley? This is a chance for the 800 LD.
Yes, all creatures drink of joy in nature's breast. All right, soldiers at the ready! Up! Prepare to attack! Stand up! Eldian!
So we know they have the Beast Titan and the Armored Titan.
Right. They said they have 5 left.
Right, but they used to have 7, including that included Annie and
Motherland! Prepare to prove your worth!
Your warrior candidates will stand by here. If If I have to trade
They got Ymir back.
soldiers to take out those tracks, then so
Oh
be it.
yeah, so that's
But
the
the
other
tracks
one.
must be
They
destroyed.
have the beast,
As long as that
Ymir,
armored train is
and
prowling the
armor,
fort's
but there's
perimeter.
the other two. Remember, we
Either
didn't
beast
We don't know
who
who
they
they
were.
are.
He mentioned the
Pull them
names
apart
of
and finish
them,
the job.
but
Yeah.
Yeah. So they really jumped forward.
Perfect. We can destroy the tracks.
well,
and
they're
the
only
train.
good for
Why
13
don't you let
years.
me
Once they
handle
become
this,
Titan.
sir?
Huh?
Ta-da! If you let me, I'm sure that I can take out that armored train by myself. To think that you sacrificed that many soldiers just for me. I knew you loved me deep down, but I didn't know how to.
Fine. Go ahead.
No. Mark my words. I will destroy that train and prove no warrior candidate deserves to inherit the armor more than me.
Do you like
What are
her?
you doing?
Don't trust that she could be Eldian.
She's limping, as if she's wounded or something. Maybe her foot's been shackled.
Who cares? She probably is Eldian. Shoot her before she transforms.
I don't shoot kids. You've got the gun. If you want to shoot her, do it.
Not yet. Wait for it.
He's just lying there.
Who cares? Shoot her!
Here goes nothing!
She pulled it off!
Galliard, you're up!
Damn it! You cowardly bastards! This is exactly why we should kill every one of you.
Transformed.
So this is another Titan we haven't seen.
Galliard.
Zeke will be our spear, and Rhina our shield.
Look.
Same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, they showed you all the Titans.
Oh, I missed it. Took me forever to like pick out the colossal and that lineup. Wow. Oh, and the quadruped one.
Right. Yeah.
So it's the beast, Ymir, Reiner, the quadruped, and this one, I guess.
Yeah. There's a quadruped.
We don't know what he's.
The war. This won't help you earn the armored.
I don't care.
You're such a weirdo.
Can you interpret? Tell him that I managed to stop his bleeding so he doesn't need to be afraid. Don't touch me. I'll be tainted. You filthy devil, he says.
Dang. Even other nations feel the same way, or at
Well,
least
they're
been brought
afraid-
into.
they're afraid.
Yeah, they are. They're just afraid.
I mean-
Brought into the propaganda.
Yeah.
Alright, get to going.
Let's see.
Oh.
He yells to turn them. Remember, we're like, how do
Yeah.
you get them all? He yells. What?
That's what Titans falling from the sky.
That's crazy. I mean, I could see why other nations would be afraid at that point.
Right.
You people are devils. The Marlians I'm descended from were preyed upon in the same way.
Another wall. I'm sick and tired of all these walls.
his arm.
What the? What hit me? An armature. Sons of the devil's horde!
So the fort's been cleared. It's our failure that allowed this war to happen, right?
I wonder what you mean by that.
Like the fact that they didn't reclaim.
Oh yeah.
Not to win this war.
So the war started about 4 years ago. So technically, it was about.
So they were shot back.
They were shot at while he was throwing. So if that's the case, then Aaron is only 4 years.
Following the loss,
4 to 5 years older.
The Mid-East Allied forces had no choice but to sign a peace treaty on Marley's terms. It was a long, difficult war for Marley, but it did end in victory. The leaders of Marley would resolve to obtain the founding Titan as quickly as possible.
Did he die?
No.
Is Reiner dead?
Fort Slava fell and the Mideast fleet was sunk.
They might have lost Rhino, which means it could be passed on to anybody, right? Where's that guy?
That went by fast.
Oh my gosh.
I swear we just turned this on.
Are you kidding me? I was like Falco. So why? So I'm curious. They already picked. That's the.
That.
Looks like those images are like coordinates.
Yeah. That. That happened really fast.
Okay, so they've already picked a successor to the Beast Titan, which is Colt.
Yeah.
But I wonder, so is there any benefit to having the Beast Titan be of royal blood?
Wait. You said they... Yeah. Beast Titan, which is... What's his name?
Colt. Colt is the one that saved Falco. Put the helmet on his head and put him on his back.
Colt.
You know what I mean? I'm just curious if there's any benefit, because when the Beast Titan yells, it activates. He has a lot of power, obviously. Right. But we also know that Zeke is of royal blood. So I'm just curious if Colt has already been chosen as the successor to the Beast Titan. Mm-hmm. If Colt is of royal blood too. He's also blonde, so maybe. Right. And then Galliard, I'm curious to learn more about him. And I didn't catch. They mentioned it once at the beginning, but I didn't catch the name of the quadruped.
Yeah, I remember seeing him. They only showed him outside of the quad one time.
Yeah.
But I don't think we ever got his name.
Well, at the beginning of this episode...
And that was in season 3.
At the beginning of this episode, they said, well, remember Colt was like, why don't you release so-and-so and Galliard? Mm-hmm. But I was like, oh, that must be the other two Titans. But I just didn't have any context to be able to, record his name.
Right.
But I'm sure we'll...
Right. So now it looks like we're just doing a lot of kind of understanding what happened. They jumped 4 years in the future. So we know Aaron was 15 at the end of the last season.
Was he?
Mm-hmm. So he has to be.
Or was he 16?
I think he was 15.
I don't know why I thought he was.
So at this point, then he's probably.
Because what was he, 11 when Shiganshina first fell? I thought he was.
If anything, if anything, he's
years.
20 at most, 21. Okay.
Really? I'm so lost, actually, with the passage of time. Because when he first started training as a soldier, he as a recruit, he was 16. I thought.
No. Mm-mm.
He was 15 training as a recruit.
Yeah, he was only 14. He was only 14 when towards the end of the last season.
No.
Remember,
because when he first started training as a recruit, When the Armored and Colossal
I wouldn't doubt that. No, you're probably right. All that happened within like a short period of time, like a whole year. No, the last episode that we saw, they explained that there was indeed a year that has passed. That's when they realized there was no more Titans, and they was able to get back to the ocean because they didn't have to do anything.
But after Shiganshina fell, it was another 5 years before they started training as a cadet. And then they went through trainings, and then all that stuff, and then they joined the Scouts. I'm pretty sure he was like 15 or 16.
No, I would say at the end of the third season, he was at least 16. At least 16.
Yeah, but I think he was older than that at that point. Because when Shiganshina fell, it was another 5 years. Like, right, wasn't it 5 years?
Yeah, but he was
like 4 to 5 years before he was able to try to be a cadet. And
I think they're gonna probably tell us.
But maybe they'll just.
But I'm quite sure he's at least 20, 21. I mean, at the most 20, 21.
At the youngest, maybe 19.
Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to see if I can get the names of these peoples, but
I know he mentioned it.
Yeah. Let's hope that.
It's when he said. It's when Colt's trying to give him the plan.
So we know. So the Titans they currently have is the Armored Titan, the Beast Titan,
the Armored Titan, which is Reiner, the Beast Titan, which is Zeke. They have
Ymir.
Galliard. Oh yeah, they have Ymir. Well, Ymir is no longer that
right,
Titan,
but we know that they still have that Titan. They have the quadruped,
and then they have Galliard.
So they have 5. Right. They have 5, and Parody has the Attack Titan, which is Aaron.
The Coordinate, which is currently also Aaron.
Right.
Armin, which is the
Colossal.
And then Annie.
Yeah, that's right. So.
But I'm curious what the abilities of Galliard is. The quadruped's only ability being a quadruped?
Carrying things on his back, probably. Right, I don't know. So, I don't know.
Here, I think we might.
So you got Colts.
Here you're the
chosen.
Yeah.
Take a page from Zeke book. Okay, blah 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 blah. But what about the other 2 names?
Did you go? I feel like. Did you go too far in?
I don't know.
I think you went too far in. It was before she gave her plan.
Either way, we'll figure it out. Man, so yeah, so they stopped the push into Parody because of the war. People basically seeing that they are kind of weak, are wounded, so they'll use this to their advantage to try to take over. And then they had to destroy this fort or this town that was between them and the sea, because until they can't get the sea until they destroy
the fort. And I'm gonna take out that navy.
Right, until they was able to do so, and so at that point, the Mid-East Allied forces surrendered, or at least went into a peace treaty. Because that's not their whole city, their whole.
No, but if you
people.
take out their navy and you take out their strongholds, it's
right.
Well, I mean, it could. They were a walled-in city. So
yeah, but I'm just saying that's probably not the Mid-East only land. Like they probably have more. They have a bigger empire, but that was one of their bases that was obliterated, which kind of knocked them out of the war.
Yeah.
So, whew. Okay, so
very good.
I'm excited. That was
Me
good.
Too.
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen in the next episode.
Yeah, and I want to see more of the pieces coming together. I'm also like, I don't know. I feel like the Marleyan. Okay, just a lot of people at this point, right? Everybody feels entitled, to their own like opinion and perspective. Obviously, we also for their own like motivations.
Right.
So the Marleyans feel so justified in using the Eldians to attack other nations.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And of course, the other nations feel justified in trying to protect themselves and in viewing the Eldians as like the enemy, because they're like, y'all coming at us with these creature things, like you can't eat us, like this is not cool. Right. You know, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a messed up world. But that's it for us. We'll definitely be waiting for the next episode.
Absolutely.
We'll be watching that pretty soon.
Yes.
Stay tuned. But like, comment, share.
Definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Please do.
And yeah, chat with us in the comments. What did you guys think of, the opening episode of the final season?
Definitely. All right. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.